Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be completely just roasting Battlefield 6 because there's a lot of complaints floating around. Hackers are now confirmed, there's bugs that are destroying the game, and I myself can't even really boot the game itself, and I'm a little bit on the disappointed end. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys might be console users, and this is actually one really good reason why consoles such as the PlayStation are actually great, because it's optimized and kind of gets rid of a lot of these issues, and of course as well, I will probably spend the next hour trying to fix it, so like it can be fixed, it's not that complicated, but I don't want to have a chance to completely brick my PC when hackers are already playing the game, and Battlefield so far has not been the best. Now, this is also a beta to kind of get rid of the naysayers on YouTube comments, so I understand that things can change, it's not the final thing, blah blah blah, whatever kind of weird copium people want to throw, and I know the game seems pretty decent so far, so like, don't get me wrong, I'm rational. But I want to go and talk about the fact that this Battlefield beta, just to play it, I'm not vibing. So give me your thoughts and comments down below, subscribe if you guys like my rants, and first and foremost, let me show y'all this. I'm trying to go boot up the game, and there's a certain specific thing you have to do on the PC version of the game, where you basically have to have an open boot on your BIOS enabled to make sure that you can boot the game itself. And if you don't have that, either really just already set automatically, or you just never change it yourself through your actual internal system, like the BIOS, the operating system through your motherboard, then the game will never actually launch. Now, I'm making this video because I've had to go through this absolute, just, I would say swear words if I could. I don't want to get demonetized, whatever. Basically saying you're failed to launch the game and you just can't boot it because there's it's basically just an issue with this open boot. Like, I'll even do a quick process right now. You guys can go and see the vibe over here, and it's gonna have a little pop-up saying, hey, it's not like openly secured, blah, 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 we can't play the game. And this is the point where there's even random, huge, massive mega threads. We're talking like thousands of people. Let this go boot in the background over here as I pull this on up, because we got a lot of things to show y'all. But as we sit here, it's gonna pop up in 3 seconds. There's this mega thread. You guys can look behind it. Secure boot mega thread guide plus community support, with thousands upon thousands of comments, people complaining on Twitter, multiple things over here, and this is what you guys can see right here, right now, live in real time. Secure boot is not enabled. Learn how to use secure boot at go to EA secure boot or whatever, blah blah blah. Like, I just want to go play the game. And obviously you have to go through all this stuff. You open your BIOS, you got to figure out the BIOS, see if it's legacy, and mine right now it says secure boot state unsupported, so I have to go through all this crazy stuff out here just to have a chance to even play the beta. And obviously a lot of people are turned up on this one. A lot of people are like, look, this whole thing is a PR disaster. The bot's already in full swing blaming the individual user and calling them dumb. What do you mean you don't want to follow fully awarded guides that have already been proven to be incorrect, that tell you to mess around in your BIOS to potentially brick your motherboard, requiring taking apart your computer to fix the issue? And it's funny enough, if you do mess up your CMOS, you have to actually replace and tinker around with your CMOS battery on your motherboard, like basically opening up your computer, going onto the motherboard itself, and like adjusting things in there just to have a chance to play it. You cannot enable secure boot in BIOS without getting stuck in a BIOS loop where your computer just keeps on replaying itself over and over and over again. And, well, yeah, I just want to remind people too as well, because we even had people over here talking about this with 7 million views, saying confirm cheats are already working in Battlefield 6. This footage proves cheats are fully functional on day 1 of early access beta. I might do like another quick mini video as well after this one, so you see a double on your sub boxes, don't mind it. But like, bro, so we go through all this entire, like, this isn't the hardest thing per se, but I don't want to have a chance to brick my PC because this is a 2-day beta. I mean, there might be more secure boot games in the future. They're trying to like get in the kernel level, like super internal level on your computer level, so it's not like allowing cheaters and hackers involved. Like, I understand the idea behind that, but why not just find a way to not have hackers in the first day, even with all this regardless, dude? Very frustrating, to go and say the least. Very frustrating. So everyone's upset. Like, there's a lot of people saying they're not going to buy this game. You know, look at this. I'm not listening to the coping on this one. This is stupid and immediately is leaving a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, cheaters are bad. Find a way to deal with it that doesn't involve editing my BIOS mode. I'll do a 3-hour rabbit hole trying to get my PC working again after switching on secure boot on my Gigabyte. Running on Windows 10, the PC didn't even work. I got 5 beeps. I had to connect a screen to my motherboard, remove my GPU, and clearing my CMOS, which let me access my BIOS. Like, do I even want to try this? No, because I've been trying to tinker around with this for the last 30 minutes. And that's not that long, don't get me wrong, but it's long enough where I'm like, I don't think I even care anymore, because the beta is going to be gone tomorrow anyway, and like, I have access. Yes, that's cool, but like, I just don't really care. It's becoming too much of a hassle. And now there is an idea, like, you know, look at this. I've been trying for hours too as well. Like, look at these comments, dude. And people are saying it's going to cost them a lot of players. And I'd probably agree to as well. Everyone on these comment sections are saying this is nutty. And like I said, there's actual hackers already in Battlefield. Like, we're seeing hackers involved in the game right here, right now, on the screen itself. So you have to go through all this process to be a normal player, and then even then still people are able to sidetrack through. Let alone the fact too as well, there's also even like, you know, there's also even things such as like map glitches. This is not as bad. Like, this is okay. Like, I don't think I have too many issues with this. Like, this is a beta. Like, this is stuff you can easily fix in a beta, or, you know, over time. Like, look at old Call of Duties that have little pop-ups and like things like bounces, or like, it's okay. This stuff is acceptable in my mind. This is a beta for a reason, you know, like, this is okay. It's funny though, because it does show that there is a lot more other issues in the game, such as cheaters. That's like an unviable, like, that's a hard no. That is, I am offended. That is bad. Let alone the tech issues, because I'm affected by it myself. I just showed you guys. Bad. I don't like any of that. This is okay, like, you just adjust the map. It's not the biggest deal, but just showing once again that this has been ongoing in the game. Like, there's been issues with this game, and people are upset about this. Now, like I said, I'm not upset about it. I don't know how many more times I have to say it. Like, it's okay. Like, this is a fine. They can fix this. But some people were like, this is unacceptable in my multiplayer game. People have different standards. People have different, you know, things for betas. They may not like this. Once again, I don't really mind too much. I personally think it's kind of funny over here, so shout out to Kelski over here. But also too as well, like, there's also issues too, like other bugs floating around, which you look at this is like, it happens, you know, it's whatever. They're just spamming revives and getting a bunch of points. Once again, this is a beta, so they can fix this. Like, it's not the end of the world. I don't want to sound like the world, you can't have any fun. I want my perfection random video game. I don't want to be that guy. But like, you can see there's a lot of like kind of half-baked things and things that you should probably have checked. And, you know, there's not that many crazy amount of maps, and you just have to make the game accessible towards the masses. And I'm sure it will still be a successful game regardless. But I think you guys can see where it's just like frustrating. I don't want to have to go and do this PC repair like tool shopping at my phone out over here, taking apart my computer just to play a game like a Battlefield. No, just like ban hackers or have like, dude, I don't know. I don't like this Kernel stuff because I'm kind of anti-League of Legends, Valorant, where they have this Riot toolkit where basically it's like always perpetually on your computer 24/7, this Riot Vanguard. And a lot of people have quit that game because they do not want to have this on their system, bogging it down all the time. I don't want to have a secure boot just to play a game. Make the game so it's easily launched. And that might become a standard over time. Like, a lot more games might require things like an open boot and require this regardless. So it might open up the window. You do it one annoying time on your PC, and then everything gets better over time. That might be okay. That might be like a normal thing. But at the end of the day, like, I don't want to have to go through this, you know? And like, I mean, some other people too as well are talking about the fact of like, you know, they're even saying like the optimization's kind of rough too, where like the game looks all right, I guess. Like, if this guy is like, he's just goobing around. It's kind of funny because you can just tell this game it's just a little wonky, weird resolution. You know, it's not the perfect beta. And like I said, I can excuse some basic stuff. You can update stuff, even update stuff after the game is out. That's fine. I always want a game and doing bug fixes or whatever. That's not an end all be all. But I do think some people with this internal BIOS stuff and this like random open boot issue is maybe just a little bit too much. It might even be too much for me. I mean, I'm also like kind of on this break, so I'm kind of like indifferent. I'd rather go outside and like hang out with my friends or something, but still, this is what it is, you know? It's not the funnest thing to have to go and see in a Battlefield game, and there is a lot of unhappy people, and I think the publicity kind of matters. You know, I want EA to fix their stuff so the game's enjoyable when it comes out. So give me your thoughts and comments on everything down below. I'd appreciate to hear all of your thoughts, good or bad. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I do very much appreciate you guys all very much for watching here in the first place. I love you guys all very much.